Ice cold, fresh, skinny. Let me get a box of Cocoa Pebbles and some chocolate milk.
I got my weed, all I need is let my shorty roll it. I get high, that's true indeed. Hit the weed, pass it to my homie. So we gonna do it on this one. I think I'm Aaron Jones. I'm Dal Shooter. They sleeping on me. Fuck it.
What's the deal? It's your man RocStar holding it down for RocStar presents this show. Right now, I am chilling with a long friend. I knew this man for years. He's always came through. Whenever I called him, he was always there. So shouts out to him for that. My man Ness.
RocStar.
What's going on with your brother?
What's on?
A lot of things has been changing.
Yeah.
A lot of things been going on. We just had a conversation outside. I can see this year you're on a different note right now.
Right.
So let's get into it. Shouts out to DJ Circuit Breaker. This is powered by DJ Circuit Breaker. Shouts out to him for Mission TV. All right, let's go. Now, the label situation.
Right.
You know, are you still with Bad Boy?
As far as the label situation is concerned, I know everybody been inquiring and wondering what's my label situation. As far as I'm concerned, I don't have one right now because, and I'm gonna clear this up for everybody, for those that not in the know, in the music business, those are just fans and are not in the business of music. When a person has a deal, whether you sign Bad Boy, Rockefeller, Rough Riders, somebody, it's always a parent company. So in my case, the parent company was Atlantic Records. My situation was kind of like a company structure thing, whereas Atlantic stopped having stock in Bad Boy and they split into their separate ways. So being though that my deal was through Bad Boy Atlantic, once that split, that makes my contract null and void. But I still have a close relationship with Bad Boy Entertainment. Puff is still my man. So technically I'm still signed, but no, because when the contract, when the two companies split, then that makes my contract null and void.
So basically, without the paperwork, so basically you're still running under Bad Boy as a co-sign.
Right.
So basically, Diddy's still saying, you know, Bad Boy's official.
Right.
I mean,
Exactly.
So it's not. So since it's not in black and white, it's the same. It's the same thing with me with T.I.
Right.
Me with Rick Ross.
Right.
It's just the co-sign. So that's how you doing it with Diddy right now.
Exactly.
Okay. So while you were in black and white, while you still had the paperwork,
Right.
You did put out an album with the band.
Right.
Are you still getting any type of publishing from that?
Yeah, well, the whole thing about it, this is my second deal on Bad Boy Records. When I first came to Bad Boy, it was through the band situation. So I was signed exclusively as a band member or part of a group. So I was a group member. In 2006, I sat back down and did it. We rocked it out. We negotiated and gave me my solo deal. So in May of 2006, I signed my solo deal to Bad Boy. So that was actually my second major record deal that I've had. So in the past 4 or 5 years, I've been working on my solo album, which had some false starts. I had some records. I had My Hood. I had Got It Like That. I had another record by Ninth Wonder called Think It Over on my Man for 10. Think It Over. I had records by Ninth Wonder. So I was doing a lot of recording, a lot of traveling, a lot of flying, politics, just trying to keep my name relevant. And it's just like the company structure wasn't there to put an artist such as myself out at the time. It wasn't nobody's fault. We just couldn't find a match to music and the lyrics and the right hook and the beat, and that's all it was. It wasn't no bad blood. Me and Diddy never seen, you know what I mean? We always seen eye to eye. If not, he always sit down and explain to me what was going on. And actually, I survived two of these situations where the company, they stopped having a distribution. That's what happened in my last situation with the band. We were signed to Bad Boy Universal. Once Universal and Bad Boy split, then I was left and kind of like in limbo because I was still signed to Bad Boy, but we didn't have the distribution to put the music out. That's why the video for My Hood didn't come out, because I had a treatment. I had Benny Boom ready to put the ready to shoot the video, and we was sitting down writing the score for the video and everything. But it was just like, it's label situations. It's just like the business of music is crazy, and at any given moment, you could be right back where you started. So that's kind of like my situation, but in that whole light, I'm kind of like rejuvenated. I'm a new person. I totally got my swag back, and I always been felt as like I've worked as an independent artist, but I just had the Bad Boy cosign. So it's nothing changed in me. I'm not walking around with my head down like it's over, because music, you could be 45 years old. You could be Susan Boyle and still have a hit record and sell millions of copies. So it's never over.
Not to mention, you were on MTV.
Right.
One of the biggest networks in the world.
Exactly. So I got a lot of media training. I got a lot of things out of my experience that I will never go on public and speak out against Bad Boy, because when I was sitting here in hating-ass Philly, wouldn't nobody lay eyes on me. But it only took me one time to impress him, for him to, you know what I mean, to make me part of the Bad Boy team. So I send props up to him. I never disrespect him. I know go out in public and speak against him, because me and his business was straight. I own 100% of my publishing as far as my deals was concerned. I had most of the merchandising. I A&R most of the beats, and I set up most of the studio time. So it was like I had a lot of creative control, which kind of like, it crippled me in the end, because I didn't have the people always on top of me, the A&Rs or Diddy or Harv or D-Dot, the people that was paid to, you know what I mean, to present my project and to get it ready to be put out. So having creative control can be a gift and a curse, because you're working on your own time, you don't got nobody on your back. But then again, it's not that pressure that you're supposed to have to meet the deadline. So year after year, I kept coming with records, but the records never reached the certain amount of BDS, which is spins that a certain record has to get, where the funds come down so you can shoot a video for your single, whatever.
So, during the time when My Hood was out,
Right.
you know, did you ever have a moment to where you did it like for example, Kanye West, when nobody was playing Jesus Walks, he went to every city himself and just knocked on every radio station door, like, let me in.
But see, the music business has revolving doors, because at the time when My Hood was out, I was feeling good.
You know, you was on MTV.
I was on TV.
You had Bad Boy contract. That's why I asked, because with that behind you, getting into any radio station is no problem.
I was kind of caught up in my whole situation, so I didn't see the bigger picture at the time. But like I'm not dead, I'm locked up, so I still can do these things. I wasn't hip to the internet back then. That's a powerful thing now that people use to promote music and to promote themselves. When the internet was being created, or when it was getting big as it was, I wasn't taking advantage of it back then when My Hood was out. Where now people was just getting a camera running out and shooting videos. Rick Ross, he shooting videos to every song on his album, whether Def Jam approve of the single or not. And that's what you got to do. You got to take your career, your destiny, and your fate in your own hands. So I made some mistakes back in the past, and I made some good choices. And I made some good choices by holding out and, you know, waiting for the Bad Boy situation to come. So I had other deals on the table lined up before I actually went on TV and won the contest. So I waited for the right situation that would make me, you know, put me on a bigger plateau than just being a local artist. So there's a lot of things like not shooting my own videos and doing a viral thing and blogging and not having my MySpace popping and the Twitter and the Facebook thing. I'm kind of late on those things, but it's still time enough to do what I got to do and reach out to the people, because that's where it all starts from, the people.
So, like I said, with everything backing you, obviously you're big enough for the biggest artist in the world, Lil Wayne, to want to even talk about you.
Right.
So has that situation ever been cleared up? Have you talked to him? Have you talked to one of his people?
Yeah, I talked to Mac Main. Mac Main, you know, he's the president of Young Money. I talked to Mac Main. It wasn't really nothing, you know what I'm saying? And this whole thing is a competitive sport. It's like basketball, it's like hockey, it's like football. It's about competitiveness. So when he said that, when he first made the comment about Jay Mills and why he signed Jay Mills, it kind of threw me off. But then I look at it like it's different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
Some people look at the battle like I won. Some people look at the battle like Jay Mills won. Lil Wayne was one of the persons that looked at the battle like Jay Mills won. So their relationship was based upon that, or was created upon that. That's cool. I have no gripes with Lil Wayne, Young Money, and none of them. Like I said, I talked to Mac Main. We was cool. He even called me, like, you know what I'm saying, he called my man Tedder, which, you know, was cool with Gilly. And like, what's going on? So we rocked it out. We talked about it, and you know what I mean? Because he was ready to go in. Shouts to Mac Main, Young Money, I see you, my man. Shouts out to Mac Man. He was ready to go in. He was about to do a bunch of freestyles. So I kind of like was flattered by it that he was really, because you know at that time I thought I was in the state of irrelevancy at that time. So when by him saying that, I kind of took it as a means to go out and speak. You know what I'm saying? Get back in the public eye. Controversy. Controversy sells. But looking back on it, it's something I shouldn't have really paid attention to because a lot of things have been said about me out of different people's mouths. He just happened to be a person that was on. So why pay attention to that when we ain't gonna pay attention to somebody that's not on?
Understand that. So with you being on MTV, just coming from Southwest Philly, you know, dealing with Diddy and everything that you're going through, the whole process that the new artists go through, you dealt with it all on TV.
Exactly.
So how crazy was that?